What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crappy Reviews, the home of no rules reviews. And what does no rules reviews mean? Well, it means whatever I want it to mean. Actually, I can pretty much do whatever I want, so don't be hating. Anyway, today I'm going to review Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. This is something that I was actually very much looking forward to for a while. I had the edition of Uncharted 4 that allowed me to get it for free, so I didn't even have to pay anything for it. So that's a win in my book. Now, the main problem that I had with Uncharted 4, if you guys remember my review, was the crates that just conveniently showed up. You had to push them around and things like that. That is actually prevalent in this game. They actually kind of poke fun at it, so I guess I might not be the only one to ever call that particular annoyance out. But this game, Uncharted Lost Legacy, is a situation where they just basically cut and paste other people over Nathan and Sully. Like, for me personally anyway, the jokes, the quips, and stuff like that are just, it's exactly what you get with Nathan and Sully, but it's just Chloe and Nadine instead. And I'm not sure I like that dynamic as much. They didn't have that chemistry or that kind of back and forth just the way that, you know, Nathan and Sully would. But, you know, I'm not saying that it's a bad game in any means. When you look at it graphically, it's absolutely stunning. I'm playing on the PS4 Pro, obviously, so it looks even better. A little bit odd, you can't find any kind of Pro, like, toggle or anything like that, so at least I couldn't. So I'm supposing that it's just takes advantage of the console's hardware right when you boot up the game, so that's interesting to note. But it is gorgeous. It's a fantastic game, one of the best looking games you'll ever see. They've done a really good job, just like they always do with all the Uncharted games. They always push the boundaries of what the console hardware can do. In terms of the gameplay, it's exactly the same as Uncharted 4, which is very similar to like the Rise of the Tomb Raider. You know, it's very much that, like, you use the ice pick to kind of climb the wall parts, and you throw the grapple hook and swing, and you do the little slidey parts. So it's all there. You are utilizing the truck more than ever before. Basically, what they did was they took this game, and instead of cutting it up in chapters like they would, where it would just maybe a cutscene or something would progress you, it just does, like, you have this map and these different areas on this large open area. So that really takes up a lot of the time. So I wouldn't necessarily say the game was extremely long or anything like that. You're constantly having to look at the map to see where you're at, and the fact that you have to go from point A to B to C or whatever in this open world actually takes up more time. So if they were to cut that out, this is probably about a 2-3 hour game tops. But I can see why they did that, to kind of make it lengthier and kind of make you go back and forth and kind of do that. The story, I think the story is okay. I like that they took a chance with the female protagonist and stuff. I have no problem with that. I just feel like maybe it's too much Uncharted now. Like, I feel like we've come back back to back to back Uncharted. Now we did the Uncharted collection, we did Uncharted 4, and then Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That might be a little bit too much Uncharted back to back to back, just in my opinion. I still think it's good, but I think it might be a little bit played out. It kind of lost some of that wow factor, because if you look at Uncharted to Uncharted 4, the graphics and everything kind of really jumped that next generation leap, and this is just really, really more of the same, which isn't a terrible thing by any means, but I just think that Uncharted maybe isn't a strong enough game to go off in a different direction with different characters and be successful. And, you know, because it was those characters that really brought us into the series to begin with. And so hopefully they change something or bring Nathan back, do something to keep it more relevant if they decide to go back to this franchise in the future. So overall, I think it's just more Uncharted 4, which is a good thing. Bad part is it's quite short, and you're going to have to be checking your map a lot. So I'm going to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. It's not bad by any means, but it's definitely not one of the better Uncharted experiences out there. I would say even the Vita Uncharted game is probably better. Let me know what you guys think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Crapgamer out.